The argument that usually comes up is, who are you to tell me that I'm in the bottom 10 or middle 7? You're not smart enough. You're not quality enough. I don't disagree with that in some ways, but I can't think of a better way to build a better team. I mean, if you can come up with a better answer to getting a better team, I haven't come up with one. I'm sure there's a lot of biases in these 2070-10s. I'm sure there's a lot of unfairness. I'm sure there's people holding grudges, been waiting to get them for a long time. All those things are wrong with it. On the other hand, how else do you get an organization to know where they stand and to move forward? If there's a better way, fine. But the idea of never acknowledging performance and differences in performance is silly. Yeah. Baseball teams don't do it. Football teams don't do it. No winning teams ignore it.
The new rules transform performance management from a focus on yearly appraisals to an emphasis on continuous feedback and coaching. And they prompt organizations to rise to the challenge of diversity and inclusion by focusing on accountability, data, and transparency.
At Hay Group, we would say that there are really 4 key challenges associated with implementing reward strategy. And the first of these is alignment, and that is alignment from the business strategy across HR strategy into reward strategy, and then drilling that down into each of the elements of reward strategy. The second challenge is engagement, right? And really tying reward strategy to the things that are really going to motivate engagement and motivate employees. The other challenge is one of change management, and that's particularly important when you're having to introduce reward strategy changes that are trying to change the behaviors of employees. That change management piece is critical, very challenging. And finally, the other challenge is really delivering that return on investment to the business, the return on investment to rewards. And those really strong strategic messages really do need to come from the top in order to ensure alignment. And then line managers need to be able to reinforce that with very detailed communication and very detailed messages to employees to help employees to really understand what's in this for me, what does this mean for me, what does this mean in terms of what I need to change, what does this mean in terms of what I get.
Paul, all firms differentiate on the outside. Strategy is all about differentiation. What firms try to do is to be different in ways that add value to customers. And once they've done that, they try to differentiate internally with all of the resources that are required to make that happen. They differentiate with financial resources, material resources, information, time. And yet, firms don't necessarily do a very good job in differentiating with their most expensive resource, the workforce. Firms don't necessarily have good information about their workforce and how it adds value in the marketplace.
Aunque es difícil representar en números el desempeño y el potencial de los colaboradores, resulta valioso contar con alguna manera de diferenciarlos según su grado de aporte a la estrategia y en especial a la propuesta de valor que ésta implica. Jack Welch tiene la experiencia para señalar esta necesidad y para ello propone su clásica selección del 20% de los A, 70% de los B y 10% de los C, a fin de establecer acciones específicas para cada grupo. Se pueden usar dashboards para medir competencias y cumplimiento de metas alineadas a los indicadores contenidos en el plan estratégico. Sin embargo, no es posible ni conveniente contar con un sistema totalmente objetivo. Se requiere el juicio de los líderes para neutralizar los comportamientos anómalos que implique el uso de métricas para gestionar el desempeño. Por otra parte, parece una tendencia definitiva el que la diferenciación de personas con necesidades de feedback y desarrollo se realizará de manera continua y no solo en ciertos momentos del año. Esto último requerirá reforzar el análisis de los líderes con tecnología de apoyo a sus decisiones, lo cual probablemente conducirá al uso de la inteligencia artificial para facilitar cumplir tales exigencias de rapidez y profundidad simultáneamente. Un aspecto en el que el nivel de complejidad se hace más evidente se presenta en lo que la ejecutiva de Hay Group identifica como un aspecto clave: vincular la inversión en incentivos con el entorno que estos genera como valor para la organización. Todo ello aplica tanto para empresas como para entidades creadas para generar valor social.